While one-shot professional development sessions can be helpful, for them to be truly effective, they need to be more ongoing, help the teachers process the information they've learned, and especially give them a chance to apply what they've learned. To help address these PD concerns, we propose that you form a professional learning community, or PLC. A PLC is composed of a group of teachers who wish to help students improve their learning. The members help each other by sharing ideas, brainstorming, and troubleshooting. We provided the staff at our featured ISD an opportunity to participate in such a PLC, particularly emphasizing the value of bringing ESL and special education personnel to the table. The mission of this PLC was to determine ways in which CTE could help the special education and ESL personnel understand CTE curriculum and also seek their advice on how it can be made more accessible. Several ideas were generated, some of which are highlighted here. Also, to access the tools that were used, please visit the toolbox that accompanies this module. So that's why I recommend, absolutely consult on all of these sheets, but at the end of the day, make sure it's individual enough that anybody who's speaking for you, or you when you're speaking for yourself, it is representing your version of your classroom. Because again, rules change when they come into your classroom, and that's what we need our committees to know. But that's a very valid question. Be sure. And I think, I'm envisioning each teacher taking this and doing it on their own, and then using any kind of this kind of community or practice kind of session, talking to each other, asking for help.
Put it up on Google Drive, so you know, like what happens with me is, like schedule changes come up, and I've got to make a schedule change, and I need a 7th period, and I'm like, hey, graphic design, because I just need something. And then I get a call back from the teacher. Then you don't have the but I don't know what graphic design is. I mean, I don't have time to, like this kid needs a class. I got a bazillion other things I got to do.
Right.
There's an opening. Put them in.
Absolutely. And you're right. However, if you had it on Google Drive, what you could do is go and search for graphic design, pull it up, see their sheets, and say, yes, or oh yeah, of course, it's still going to work. He has an interest. He has the skill sets. She's going to do great, and then she's not going to be set up for failure. Absolutely. So that's kind of why it's important. The other thing I really like, on Google Drive, you can arrange it in folders, but if you want a physical one, I also recommend color coding this stuff. Okay, so you sit down, color coded by academy, or you can color code it by program of study, however makes sense to your school district, so that in the art committee, when they're sitting there making a decision, they just flip straight to graphic design, look at it and say, all right, can work, cannot work, okay? And that's what's very, very helpful for something like this. Worst case, the student's already been in graphic design for 6 weeks. It could still inform them about what's wrong and what we can fix. And that's the other way to use something like Google Drive. Great idea. Okay,
so
absolutely.
That would be another thing to put on the sheet is in your prerequisite, like, they needed to have had
a course before.
Principles of AV before they take, the audio, like that's the kind of thing that, I'm just going to admit that I'm just dumb about. It just doesn't.
No, but if you're not in it every day dealing with it, you're not going to know.
No.
We know those.
And it's completely reasonable not to know and ask. That's the other thing, is who to ask. And now we know who to ask. Yes, ma'am.
So, you're talking a lot about ARD, but I'm thinking about the LPAC committee.
Oh.
And so how valuable this information would be for the LPAC committee.
See, that's exactly why, because I don't even think about the LPAC committee. I always think of just individual, like people like you, an ESL coordinator. But however, I can see this being very beneficial.
Right. Because,
absolutely.
Yeah, there's only one coordinator for 55 schools, but then the LPAC chair is at each campus.
Oh,
so if they had access to that Google Drive, they
fantastic.
Could appropriate place.
Absolutely. And then, I love the idea, the verbiage you use, which is linguistic accommodation, and that's very important for our students and parents and teachers to know about. So
that's a career, and then we have a training, like in order to get there,
what will they accomplish?
To ACC or whatever, some sort of Waco, TSTI.
Right.
So, I've found when I've been in the arts with Cedar Ridge, especially, the CTE is really good about, when we talk about that, then they're able to jump in and say, we've got this plan. We've got a great culinary program.
Right.
That sort of thing.
Exactly. And that's exactly what I envision you guys being able to do as your role. However, if they ever said the word indicator 13 or 14, now you'll know what we're talking about, because 13 is whether the goal is written in and whether it's measurable.